Hello and welcome to the Guess the Flag quiz. You will have 7 seconds to answer each of the 50 questions. Make sure to keep track of your points to know your final score. Let's begin. Which country does this flag belong to? Australia. Which country does this flag belong to? Brazil. Which country does this flag belong to? Canada. Which country does this flag belong to? China. Which country does this flag belong to? France. Which country does this flag belong to? Germany. Which country does this flag belong to? India. Which country does this flag belong to? Italy. Which country does this flag belong to? Japan. Which country does this flag belong to? Kenya. Which country does this flag belong to? Mexico. Which country does this flag belong to? Russia. Which country does this flag belong to? South Africa. Which country does this flag belong to? South Korea. Which country does this flag belong to? Spain. Which country does this flag belong to? Sweden. Which country does this flag belong to? Switzerland. Which country does this flag belong to? Thailand. Which country does this flag belong to? United Kingdom. Which country does this flag belong to? United States. Which country does this flag belong to? Argentina. Which country does this flag belong to? Belgium. Which country does this flag belong to? Poland. Which country does this flag belong to? Norway. Which country does this flag belong to? Denmark. Which country does this flag belong to? Finland. Which country does this flag belong to? Portugal. Which country does this flag belong to? Saudi Arabia. Which country does this flag belong to? Turkey. Which country does this flag belong to? Ukraine. Which country does this flag belong to? Netherlands. Which country does this flag belong to? Chile. Which country does this flag belong to? Colombia. Which country does this flag belong to? Peru. Which country does this flag belong to? Greece. Which country does this flag belong to? Indonesia. Which country does this flag belong to? Malaysia. Which country does this flag belong to? Philippines. Which country does this flag belong to? Vietnam. Which country does this flag belong to? Singapore. Which country does this flag belong to? Ireland. Which country does this flag belong to? Czech Republic. Which country does this flag belong to? Hungary. Which country does this flag belong to? Iceland. Which country does this flag belong to? Jamaica. Which country does this flag belong to? New Zealand. Which country does this flag belong to? Pakistan. Which country does this flag belong to? Iran. Which country does this flag belong to? Iraq. Which country does this flag belong to? Morocco. How did you do? Did you beat the clock? Let us know your score in the comments below. Thanks for playing and see you in the next video.